Hey everyone, it's More Crafts and Mom back for another video.
Hi everybody!
So this is, as you can see, I did a video yesterday, or last night at Grimm's, and I kept my promise that I was going to do one today at Mom's. I have been back for probably an hour, but I had things I needed to do before I did my video. So I'm going to show you my finished objects first. And then I am going to take my finished objects back in the room. Pause, you guys. Take my finished objects back in the room. And then I am going to show you my whips. Because my finished object basket is full. And I usually carry everything out in my finished basket. But it is quite full because I have 3 finished blankets in it. So my first one, I'm just going to start from the top, is this Mammoth one. So this is a Timothy the T-Rex. This yarn is the stripe yarn from Bret Hart, and this is probably by far my biggest Timothy the T-Rex. I don't know why it's so big. I use the same hook I always use.
It's Mammoth.
But she is massive. Yeah, she's huge. For anybody not knowing, this is by Blue Phone Studios. I use my 3.75mm hook and a worsted weight yarn, and she turned out huge. So yeah, she is humongous. And then this little thing is I got the pattern off of Instagram, and I'm not happy with it. To me, it does not look like a little dragon. I followed the pattern to a T. So Mom is going to get that little one because she really likes it.
I love him!
I don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
I can do whatever the hell I want to do.
Yes, it can. And then I had some variegated yarn after I made my purse that I still haven't finished. So I just made some little hat. I made a little hat. And then I made a little bit bigger hat. These are just basic double crochet beanies that I have been making for my donation. And then I used up all of that yarn. I think I have a small ball, but that's it. The next ones I'm going to show you is I have 4 hats. They will be for sale. I'm going to post them to my shop. I'm trying to think if I should post them now or if I should wait until it gets closer to, like the colder season. I don't know what I should do. So anyway, I'm going to show them to you. If you want them, you can have them. So I got this one here. This one is the Sea Star Bungalow Beanie. And it has like a peach, Pom Pom on it. It will fit, see, little Pom Pom up there. But yeah, this is the Sea Star Bungalow Beanie, I'm pretty sure. I could not understand the pattern, first of all. She wants you to turn every couple rows, and I was not a fan of that. So this will be the only one of this one, of the bungalow, I think that's what it is. And then I made 3 of these hats. I love this pattern. This is the Imitation Beanie, and I made it using the crayon box yarn from the Itty Bitty Stripes. And that last one was the Pink Lemonade. And then this one sits a little bit taller on your head, but if you have a lot of hair or your hair in a bun or something, it could work. So yeah. And this one has a white pom-pom on it. Mom picked out the colors. So this one has a white pom-pom on it. The next one is the same color yarn, same pattern, but Mom decided on a dark purple pom-pom for that one. So there's that one. And then I made an imitation beanie with the Pink Lemonade, and Mom decided on the gold pom for this one. So that's what it got. So those are my hats that will be in my shop eventually. And the next three things I'm going to show you are blankets that I have finished. I finished another granny stripe blanket. This one is or granny square blanket. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 5 across and I think 7 down. Let's see, no, 6 down. So it looks like this. All different. These are my granny squares that I love to make. So I used up quite a bit of them on this blanket. And I think I have enough squares to make one more blanket. I'm gonna change the join color. The last 2 granny square blankets I have done, I have used white. And I think I'm going to use either gray or black to join the next one and kind of use natural or neutral colors because the granny squares are so vibrant. But honestly, you could use whatever color you want. I just used white. The next blanket I'm going to show you is the blue blanket. This is the Jasmine Blanket by Truly Crochet on Ravelry. I finished it. I finished with this light blue. I really love her patterns. I've made several of them because they're easy, they're mindless, they don't take a lot of concentration, and they're usually like 3 or 4 repeat rows, which is really nice. But I finished it. It is doubled. It is quartered, but just to give you an idea. So I used all blues. Here is the full length of the blanket, but it is all made with blue yarn. And yeah, so I finished that one. And then the last one, my last finished object is I finished the granny stripe blanket, which is like this. And when I ended a color, I tied on a new color. So this is the end of it. So yeah, that's pretty good size little Lapgan for the nursing home, which is where these will be going. So yeah, those are all of my finished objects. So now I am going to pause, you guys, and go get my whips. Okay, I am back. So, I just grabbed what was ever in my baskets, and I have kind of a mess now, but that's okay. So the first one I'm going to show you is this one here. This one is the Granny Bliss baby blanket. I forget who it is by. If I remember, I will try to leave links in the description box below. So basically what I think it is 3 rows of, so you do, oh, I know who it's by. Truly Crochet. That's right, because you do a chain and then you go back in your chain double crochet. So you do 3 rows of double crochet, or no, you do 3 rows of granny stitch, and then the 4th row you do a row of, I think, just double crochet, and then you repeat that. So that is what this one is. I am in the middle of 3rd row of, well, I'm to the 3rd row of the granny stitch, and then I'm pretty sure it's the next row is the 4th row is the double crochet row. Next, I'm just grabbing and pulling. The next blanket is the Dakota Blanket. I have made this blanket before, and it is also by Truly Crochet. So it looks like this. So you do after you do your double crochet row, you do a V-stitch row, a granny row, a V-stitch row, and then you do just a plain double crochet row. So that is that one. This is what this one looks like. and it's pretty washed and not pretty bad. Okay, let's see the next one. This next one is called the Grit Stitch. I literally started most of these projects on Thursday. I think it was Thursday, or was it Wednesday?
Thursday.
Yeah, it was Thursday. So his is just a grit stitch, which is basically a single crochet, double crochet in the single crochet from the previous row. So have a little long ways to go on that one, but it'll be real pretty when it's done. Like I said, I had an avalanche. And kind of a mess going on. So let's see how about, oh, got it. Okay, so this one is the block stitch. No. This one is, what is this one? I don't know what the blanket is called. It is a granny stitch across. Then you do a row of single crochet. Yeah, a single crochet across. Then you do another row of granny stitch. Then you do a row of single. So it just repeats that the whole way up to the blanket. And like I said, I'll find the patterns and then try to link them below. But this is just a real simple blanket also. That's the kind of blankets I like anymore, is the real simple ones where you don't have to do a whole lot of thinking. The next one I'm going to show is not a blanket, it is actually a shawl. This is how far I have gotten. So I'm just using up scraps of the yarn. Well, not really scraps. I mean, they're just yarns that that I have in the basket for said project. And I do have a tangle, which I'm not surprised by. There. And my cake is on the floor. So this is kind of a mess, but so yeah, there's my shawl. Got it. Worked on pretty good. The next one is the block stitch. Lost the cake. Now, I'm not really liking how this one is working out, just because the bottom is very loosey-goosey. And it's not the original block stitch that I thought the pattern was. So this might be a frog and done with the regular block stitch. Because I just don't like how it's turning out. The bottom is like roll loose, and the top it's like scrunching in. So that one is going to be a frog eventually, and probably restart it in another blanket, let's face it. And then the next one is this one is called the shell V-stitch. And this one is the opposite. No, this one is the same thing. The bottom is so loose, and the top is so stiff, like so sunken in. So this one is also going to be a frog and a restart of another blanket. And then the last one I have to show you is just a plain Jane V-stitch blanket that I'm working on. And I don't know why I cut the yarn off. I don't know if I know why. I literally had like this piece left, so I cut it off. And this one I am going to color control, just because I need some more scrap balls for making granny's purse. So this one I'm gonna tie off when I can't make any more solid rows. So 2 of those blankets are going to get frogged. I also, looks like it's gonna rain, but it's been looking like this off and on all day. So, it did rain this morning though for like 2 minutes, and then it stopped, and yeah.
It didn't rain here.
Yeah, well, no, it rained down to Graham's, and then we got to the road. we got to, on the other side of the bridge, like when we got to the road that goes up by the sand plant, Mom, it started, like, the road started getting, like, really dry. And then by the time we got on the other side of the interstate bridges on our side, the road was completely dry. There was not one drop of water on the road. Okay, so the next things that I'm going to show you are technically not started yet. I don't know why that word is so hard for me today. But I have decided that I'm going to get into cross stitch more, and I'm going to get into cross stitch and plastic canvas. That's what it is. So I have 4 things of, well, I have 3 patterns here that I can show you. I have a lot of patterns that I'm going to show you. And 3 of the cross stitch or the plastic canvas ones I have not started yet. So they will be like in whips. And then my other ones are cross stitch, and I can show you those because I found the free patterns on Pinterest. So the one plastic canvas is the Dallas Cowboys. That's 1. And then I have the Steelers, so that's 2. And the third one is the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's 3 plastic canvas ones. Plastic. The other ones I do have started is, trying to find it. I found it. I have all of my plastic canvas and my cross stitch over here in my little cart. See. So this one is for Mom, and it is the I Love Cows. And basically right now I just have filling in to do. So I am attached. So 2 of them are the actual cows, and I did use some ones. This is the one that I think it's not attached. Well, I did the one here over on this side. I did that. And then I do have the top done, which is this. And I have both sides of the I Love Cows done. So now, basically, it is just me doing the cows. And then I'm going to put it together. So that one's almost kind of finished, but not really finished. So I'm going to get working on that one a little bit more so that I can get it finished for Mom. Now we'll go back and pick out all the yarn balls. Okay, it's kind of. And the other one that I am slowly working on, and I apologize, Paula, is her lights. I have like 10. I need, I think, 40. And I do not know how many I have. So I need 6, 7, 2, 6, 7, 18, 19, 5, 6, 7, 30. And Paula, I think I messaged you to see if 36 was okay. I think you said it was fine. So I have 36, and she said, I think, and you can correct me, Paula, if I'm wrong. No, that's a bad back. There's a type. So now the 4 cross. The hell's cross? The 4 cross stitch patterns that I am doing is I am doing this little stitch one for myself. I am going to hang it in my room when I'm finished with it. So I am doing this little one for myself. And I also am going to try to sell some of these one of these days in my Facebook shop. I just have to actually get work on them and stuff. The next one I am working on for my mom. I'm going to start for my mom. It's this little Snoopy one with a heart. And the heart, she wants blue instead of red. So I got that. And then I'm going to work on this sunflower one for my cousin. Who loves sunflowers. So I'm going to work on this one. I do have to laminate this one though. I got to laminate it before I can work on it. Just because I don't want to ruin the pattern. I want to keep the pattern in case I want to make another one. And then I want to make this little panda. Isn't she so sweet? I want to make her too. So, those are my cross stitch and my plastic canvas projects that I'm going to be working on. So, after this video, I get this video uploaded, I am going to make another video because I want to do a whip roulette video. And in the whip roulette video, I am going to add all of my plastic canvas and my cross stitch kits. And I also I'm going to add all of my crochet whips too. And like kind of jumble them up so they're not all in the same area. Another thing that I forgot to show you is I have, but I don't have, oh yeah I do, is I started a Goober the Goblin the other day. So this is Goober the Goblin. And I am making him in slime, I think. Either it's slime or it is limelight from Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. And I did say in my last video at Graham's that if anybody had spring green, coal, or real teal, if you could please let me know. Because like I looked and everywhere in my area is sold out of those colors. And I know slime is a not a mainstay, but it is a Joann's brand yarn. But I love that color and I want to make so many things with that color. But it is sadly no longer. Limelight would be great too, or spring green. They're all the neon greens. So just let me know if you guys have any of those in your area, and I can try to buy them from you. So yeah, I'm gonna let everybody go. I am going to put this stuff back, and let's do a whip roulette video. See what we come up with. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.